My beloved child, stop. Do not scroll past. Stay with me a moment. I want you to listen very carefully, because there is something you have carried in your heart for too long. Why is everyone moving forward while I am still standing here? You look at others. This person has a good job. That person bought a house. Another has started a family. Someone built a business. Someone achieved what they once dreamed of. Someone seems to have found their direction. As for you, you are still waiting, still trying, still searching, still asking yourself, when will it be my turn? My beloved child, I know the feeling when you open your phone and see the success of others. You congratulate them. You smile. You say, good for them. But after the screen turns off, deep inside you, there is a glow question. What about me? I know that question. I have heard it in the prayers you speak. I also hear it in the sighs you do not put into words. You do not want to be jealous. You do not want to compare. You are truly happy to see others doing well, but sometimes you still hurt because you have waited for too long. My child, perhaps you have done all you thought was right. You have worked hard. You have studied. You have tried. You have prayed. You have been patient. You have started over many times. But it seems the results still haven't come. Meanwhile, you look at others and think, am I falling behind? Am I not good enough? Have I wasted time? Did I choose wrong? Is God doing something for others but has forgotten me? My beloved child, I do not forget you. Listen to me. I do not forget you. You are not someone left behind. You are not someone forgotten. You are not someone without a future, just because today you do not have what others have. Your journey is not measured by the speed of others. My child, perhaps you are looking at a very short stretch of road. You see where they are standing, but you do not see the years they went through to get there. You see the fruits, but you do not see the nights they cried. You see the smiles, but you do not know what they had to sacrifice. You see the harvest season, but you do not see the sowing season. And I want you to remember, a seed is not a non-tree just because it hasn't grown today. My beloved child, perhaps you are in the sowing season. Perhaps you are in the learning season, the building season, the healing season, the preparation season, a season where I am doing things inside you that others cannot yet see. You want to advance quickly, but I want you to have a deep enough foundation. You want fruits, but I want you to have enough wisdom to keep the fruits when they come. You want an open door, but I want you to be mature enough to step through that door without losing yourself. That is why there are seasons you must wait. My child, do not call the preparation season a season of failure. Do not call slowing down being left behind. Do not call a long road a wrong road. I am teaching you a very hard thing. Not everyone who goes first is going in the right direction, and not everyone who goes slower is failing. My beloved child, do you know what happens when you keep looking at others? You begin to no longer see yourself. You forget how far you have come. You forget the things you have overcome. You forget the days you previously prayed to live in the exact circumstances of today. You forget that things that once made you cry have now become things you have overcome. You look forward for so long that you forget to look back. Look back a little. You have matured. You have learned many things. You have become stronger. You are more discerning. You know what is more important. You know some people are not truly suitable for you. You know some dreams need to change. You know some things are not worth trading your peace for. You have learned You have matured. That is also moving forward. My child, perhaps you think moving forward only means having more money, more success, more followers, more assets, more fame, but I look differently. Moving forward can also be fearing less, getting angry less, depending less on validation, knowing how to say no, knowing how to forgive, knowing how to rest, knowing how to love, knowing how to pray, knowing peace. That is a maturity that not everyone sees, my beloved child. Perhaps you are comparing your second chapter with someone else's 10th chapter, and then you conclude that you have failed. Do not do that. You do not know their story, and they also do not know your story. I do not write the same path for everyone. One person is called to go fast. One needs a longer time. One starts early. One starts after many years. One has a favorable season. One must go through a difficult season first. But their value is not determined by speed, and neither is your value. My child, if today you are feeling slower than everyone else, I want you to stop before the sentence, "I am being left behind." Replace it with, "I am walking my own journey, not the other person's journey, not someone else's timeline, not someone else's life. Your journey, my beloved child." Perhaps you are waiting for a job. Perhaps you are waiting for a relationship. Perhaps you are waiting for a financial change. Perhaps you are waiting for a door. Perhaps you are waiting for what you have prayed for many years. I do not want you to give up hope. But I also do not want you to turn waiting into an excuse for you to stop living. Continue to learn, continue to work, continue to pray, continue to prepare, continue to love, continue to step. Slow is fine. As long as you do not stop stepping, my child. There is one thing I want you to remember. Not every season is meant for speed. There are seasons meant for depth. A tree with deep roots does not grow in one day. A person with deep faith is not formed in 1 week. A mature heart does not appear just because you pray once. It requires time, requires trials, requires waiting, requires days you see nothing, and precisely in those days, I am working. My beloved child, if these words are touching exactly where you hurt, stay. Do not leave. Perhaps you are too used to measuring your value by what you achieve. I want you to learn to view yourself with grace. If you want to continue accompanying messages that help you nurture faith, hope, peace, and trust, follow the channel and turn on notifications. And if you are deciding to stop comparing yourself to others, you can write Amen as a response. Lord, please help me trust your timing. My beloved child, I still haven't finished speaking, because there is something deeper that I want you to see. It is not just that you are going slow. Perhaps you are carrying a fear in your heart that you are too late. You fear age, fear time, fear you have no more opportunities, fear others have gone too far, fear that what you once dreamed of will never happen. But my child, I want you to stay, because in the next part, I will step into that very fear and talk to you about the nights you ask yourself, has my life been too slow? I want you to listen very carefully, because perhaps what you call slow I am calling being prepared. My beloved child, I know there are days you do not need anyone to say anything. Just looking at others' lives makes your heart heavy. You open your phone. You see someone just got promoted. Someone just bought a house. Someone just got married. Someone is traveling. Someone started a new job. Someone achieved what you have prayed for a very long time. You smile. You congratulate them. But deep in your heart, you ask, What about me? My child, I know that feeling. The feeling like you are standing still while the whole world is running. You look around and think, am I too slow? Have I wasted the past years? Have others gone too far ahead of me? Is it too late to start now? I know those questions. I have heard them in your prayers. I have seen them in your sleepless nights. My beloved child, there are nights you do not cry because of one specific thing. You cry because of too many things at once. The pressure to succeed, the pressure to have money, the pressure to stabilize, the pressure to make family proud, the pressure to have a life like what you see online. You ask yourself, why don't I have it yet? And the more you ask, the more tired you get, my child. I know there are times you feel ashamed because you haven't achieved what you think you should have achieved. Perhaps you once set an age. By this age, I must have a stable job. By this age, I must have a family. By this age, I must have a house. By this age, I must have savings. Then time passes, you look back, and you see you are not where you once thought you would be. My beloved child, do not turn an old plan into a ruler to measure your current value. You have changed. Circumstances have changed. The things you once thought were important may no longer be as important. What you think you must have at a certain age may not be what I want you to prioritize. Perhaps you thought you needed speed, but I am teaching you depth. Perhaps you want to be seen, but I am building something in silence. Perhaps you want a fast result, but I want you to have a durable foundation, my child. I know the waiting makes you tired. You are not only waiting for an opportunity, you are waiting for a sign that you are not left behind. You want something to happen to prove that your years of trying were not in vain. But my beloved child, I have seen those years. I saw the days you continued, even when no one recognized it. I saw the times you started over. I saw you learn from failure. I saw you endure things others do not know. I saw you try to maintain in very difficult seasons. None of that is meaningless, my child. Perhaps you do not realize it, but you have gone further than you think. You are no longer the person of a few years ago. You understand much more. You have known you cannot trust everyone. You know what is worth keeping. You know what is no longer worth chasing. You know what loss is. Know what standing up is. Know what starting over is. That is also moving forward. My beloved child, I want you to stop calling the difficult years wasted years. A difficult season might have taught you how to manage money. A failure might have taught you how to work. A broken relationship might have taught you how to set boundaries. A rejection might have helped you understand clearly what suits you. A period of loneliness might have brought you closer to me. You do not have to like what happened to admit that you have matured through it. My child, perhaps you are comparing yourself to someone of whom you only see the visible part. You see their success, but do not see their years of failure. You see the house, but do not see the installments they must pay. You see the family, but do not see the battles they must overcome. You see the peace on their face, but do not know the nights they cried. Do not compare your backstage with someone else's stage. My beloved child, I want you to return to your own journey. Ask, where am I? What have I learned? What is my next step? Not, where is that other person? Because when you live by comparison, you will never feel it is enough. There is always someone with more than you, better than you, faster than you, younger than you, luckier than you, but no one has a life like yours. No one has a story like yours, my child. If today you feel you are slow, do not quickly conclude that you are going wrong. There are trains that go slowly, but still arrive. There are trees that grow slowly, but their roots are very deep. There are winding roads that nevertheless lead to where you need to be. There are seasons that seem empty, but are where I prepare you for the next thing. My beloved child, I do not want you to run just because you fear others are running. Do not accept an opportunity just because you fear missing out. Do not enter a relationship just because you fear loneliness. Do not choose a job just because others think you should already be successful. Do not buy things you do not need just to look like someone else's life. Walk with wisdom. Pray, consider. Do your part, then let me guide the rest. My child, perhaps you are very tired of having to prove that you are fine. You do not need to prove it to me. I know where you are. I know what you fear. I know what you hope for. I know what you are waiting for. And I do not love you more when you succeed, nor do I love you less when you are slow. My love is not measured by your achievements. My beloved child, if today you only have one thing to do, stop calling yourself a failure. You might be in a slow season, but slow does not equal failure. You might be in a waiting season, but waiting does not equal being forgotten. You might not have arrived yet, but that does not mean you will not arrive. Keep going, my child. In the next part, I want to talk about what scares you the most. If I have been slow for too long, will I still have enough time to start over? I want you to listen very carefully, because perhaps you are looking at age, past years, and lost opportunities. While I am looking at what can still be built, stay with me. I still haven't finished speaking, my beloved child. I know you have had times asking, Lord, why have others gone so far while I am still here? You look at your age. Look at the years that have passed. Look at the opportunities you once missed. And you begin to think, perhaps it is too late. My child, I want you to stop. Do not use someone else's clock to measure your timing. Humans may set milestones. Society may say, by this age you must have this. By this time you must be successful. By this point you must be stable. But I do not write your life by those clocks. My beloved child, there are people who start early. There are people who start late. Some find their direction when very young. Some have to go through many wrong paths before understanding what they are truly called to do. Someone builds a career very early. Someone has to start over after many years. That does not make one person more valuable than another. Everyone has a different journey, my child. Perhaps what I am doing in you needs time. A tree does not only need the trunk to be seen, it needs roots. Roots are not seen, but without roots, the tree cannot stand firm when the wind comes. Perhaps you are in a root season. No one applauds. No one sees. There are no big results for you to show off, but inside you are learning, maturing, changing, becoming firmer. My beloved child, you want me to give you a big door, but perhaps first I am teaching you how to step through a small door. You want a big opportunity. I want you to learn to be faithful with today's opportunity. You want more responsibility. I want you to learn how to manage current responsibilities. You want to be seen. I want you to learn to do right, even when no one is watching. That is not delay. That can be preparation. My child, I know sometimes silence makes you think I have forgotten. But no, there are things I am doing that you cannot yet see. There are doors I haven't opened, not because I am rejecting you, Perhaps you are not ready. Perhaps the circumstances are not suitable. Perhaps what you are praying for needs a deeper foundation. And perhaps what you think is slow is actually protecting you from stepping too early into something you cannot yet carry. My beloved child, I do not say that every delay is from me. There are times you delay out of fear. There are times you need to act. Therefore, pray for discernment. Do not use the phrase, "God hasn't given it yet," as an excuse not to do what you know you need to do. But also do not use the fear, "I am slow," to force yourself to run down an unsuitable path. Seek wisdom, my child. Perhaps you are thinking about a missed opportunity, a job, a relationship, a decision, a time when you wish you had been more courageous. I know, but my child, the past is not where you must live forever. You cannot go back to fix every day, but you can bring the lesson from yesterday into today. If you were once afraid, learn to be more courageous. If you delayed, act sooner. If you chose wrong, learn discernment. If you neglected something important, cherish it from today. That is how you turn the past into wisdom. My beloved child, I want you to stop saying, "I have lost too much time." Say, "I still have time to do the right thing." Stop saying, "I am too late." Say, "I can still begin." Stop saying, "Others have gone further." Say, "I will be faithful with my journey." My child, there is one thing you need to understand. Speed is not always the goal. A person running very fast but going the wrong way will go further from where they need to be. A person going slowly but in the right direction is still moving forward. I want you to go right rather than just going fast. I want you to have peace rather than a life that forces you to constantly prove yourself. I want you to build a firm foundation rather than a beautiful external image. My beloved child, if today you feel slower than everyone else, do not give up. Do today's work. Learn what needs to be learned. Fix what needs to be fixed. Pray, rest, prepare, and then step forward. No need to chase anyone. My child, perhaps one day you will look back on this season and understand, if I gave you everything too early, you might not know how to keep it. If I opened all doors immediately, you might not know which door is truly for you. If I gave you success before you had the necessary maturity, you might lose your peace. Therefore, do not only pray for me to take you out of the waiting season, pray, "Lord, please make me someone ready when the new season comes." My beloved child, that is a prayer of faith, because it says, "I do not only want the gift, I want to become someone who can manage the gift. I do not only want the door, I want to be mature enough to step through it. I do not only want to go fast, I want to go right," my child. If your heart is being touched, say, "Lord, I trust your timing. Please help me not to compare my journey with others." Keep that prayer, and remember, you are not left behind. You are being led through a unique journey. My beloved child, in the next part, I want to talk deeper about what you can do right in the current season so as not to waste time. Because waiting does not mean standing still. I still haven't finished speaking. My beloved child, there is one thing I want you to understand very clearly. You do not need to wait until everything is perfect to be allowed to move forward. Perhaps you are waiting for a better time, waiting for stable finances, waiting for favorable work, waiting for more confidence, waiting for someone else to change, waiting for a clear opportunity, waiting for the road ahead to be certain. But my child, if you keep waiting for everything to be perfect, you might wait a very long time, my child. I do not want you to confuse waiting with standing still. Waiting in faith does not mean you do nothing. Waiting can be preparing, learning, maturing, correcting, praying, doing well what is in your hands. Stepping step by step, even when you haven't seen the whole path. My beloved child, if today you do not yet have the job you desire, do the job you have well while continuing to prepare for the next step. If you are looking for a new opportunity, learn more, develop skills, expand understanding, prepare your profile, connect with suitable people. Do not just sit and say, "Lord, when will you open the door?" Ask, while waiting for the door to open, what do I need to prepare? My child, if you are waiting for a good relationship, do not only pray for a suitable person. Let me also prepare you. Heal old wounds. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to set boundaries. Learn how to love without losing yourself. Because a good relationship does not only need a suitable person, it also needs a mature heart. My beloved child, if you are waiting for better finances, do not only pray for more money. Learn how to manage what you currently have. Look back at how you use your time, how you spend money, how you make decisions, how you build skills. Perhaps you do not have much yet, but you can start with wisdom. Do not wait to be rich to learn to manage. Do not wait for success to learn discipline. Do not wait to have much to learn gratitude, my child. Perhaps you are saying, "I am not good enough." I want you to change that to, "I am learning. I do not have enough experience." Say, "I am accumulating. I am not ready." Say, "I am preparing. I am slow." Say, "I am still moving forward." My beloved child, do not use what you do not yet have to deny what you already have. You might not have grand success yet, but you have experience. You might not have a lot of money yet, but you have the ability to learn. You might not have the answer yet, but you can pray. You might not have seen the door yet, but you can prepare. That is how you turn a waiting season into a growing season. My child, I know you want a certain sign, something that lets you know, yes, this is the path, but sometimes I do not give you the whole sign. I only give you enough light for the next step, and that is where faith begins. You do not need to see 10 steps, just see the first step. My beloved child, perhaps the first step is very small. Dedicate 30 minutes to learn something new. Call someone. Write a plan. Send an application. Reorganize your schedule. Start saving. Dedicate time to pray. Turn off the phone and be with family. Say an apology. Set a boundary. Those things seem small, but a long journey also begins with a small step. My child, do not despise small progress. Perhaps today you can only do a little, tomorrow a little more. A month later, you will look back and see you have gone far. Each small step forms a path. My beloved child, I also want you to stop running after others' schedules. Some marry early, some late, some succeed when young, some start over at an age they once thought was too late. Some find their purpose very early. Some have to go through many years to understand what they truly want. Do not turn others' age into a countdown clock for your life. You do not need to live hastily just because others are living fast. My child, one of the most dangerous things is letting the fear of being left behind cause you to make wrong decisions. You accept an unsuitable opportunity just for fear of missing out. You enter a relationship just for fear of loneliness. You spend money just to prove you are also succeeding. You choose a path just because others say it is the right path. Do not do that. It is better to go slow with wisdom than to go fast out of panic. My beloved child, I want you to learn to ask, does this align with my purpose? Does this bring peace? Does this build me up or exhaust me? Does this bring me closer to truly important values? Consider, pray, seek wise advice, then decide. My child, if today you only remember one thing from this part, remember, waiting is not standing still. While waiting, you can learn. While waiting, you can heal. While waiting, you can prepare. While waiting, you can love. While waiting, you can mature. And while waiting, I am still with you, my beloved child. Perhaps you are looking at your life and thinking, I am not where I want to be. I understand, but instead of asking, when will I arrive? Ask, what step do I need to take today? That is the question I want you to carry. One step today, one step tomorrow, then another step. No need to run, no need to compare, no need to despair. Just continue, my child. Because perhaps later you will look back at this season and realize, you thought you were slow, but actually, I was teaching you how to walk steadily. Stay with me. In the next part, I want to talk to you about how to use the season of waiting to build faith, patience, and a foundation deep enough for the new season. I still haven't finished speaking. My beloved child, I know you want to go faster. You want to see results. You want to know that your years of trying will lead to a good place. You want to be certain that you are not wasting time. But I want you to understand something very profound. There are seasons in life not created for you to run fast. They are created for you to become strong, my child. Perhaps you are in such a season. You do not yet have what you desire, have not achieved what you set out to do, have not seen the door you have prayed for. But that does not mean this season is useless. I am looking at something deeper than external achievements. I am looking at the person inside you, my beloved child. You might want a better job, but I want you to become a more responsible person. You might want more money, but I want you to learn how to manage well what you currently have. You might want to be known by many, but I want you to know your value when no one sees, even when no one sees. You might want a new relationship, but I want you to learn how to love without losing yourself. You might want a successful season, but I want you to have a foundation deep enough not to be swept away when success comes. That is why growth requires time. My child, think of a tree. When it is young, you might see it growing very slowly. Nothing spectacular happens every day, but beneath the ground, the roots are going deeper. I also work within you in that way. There are things no one sees: patience, discipline, self-control, wisdom, compassion, the ability to forgive, discernment, faith. Those things do not always create a beautiful image on social media, but they create a strong person. My beloved child, do not only pray for me to change circumstances. Pray for me to change how you walk through circumstances. Because a person can be brought out of difficulty, but still carry the same way of thinking that caused them to fall into difficulty again. I do not only want to bring you to a different place, I want to prepare you so you can live well in the new place. My child, perhaps you are waiting for an opportunity. While waiting, learn. Perhaps you are waiting for a job. While waiting, prepare. Perhaps you are waiting for a change. While waiting, build good habits. Perhaps you are waiting for a door. While waiting, become someone capable of stepping through that door. Do not waste the preparation season because you are too busy looking at someone else's season. My beloved child, there is a very dangerous trap. Comparison makes you no longer grateful. You look at others and see they have more. You forget what you have. You see them advancing quickly. You forget what I have done in you. You see they have reached the destination. You forget that you yourself are still on the way. Be careful, because when you continuously look at others, you will no longer have enough focus to care for the piece of land I entrusted to you. My child, return to yourself. What do you need to learn today? What needs to be corrected? What habit needs to be built? What relationship needs to be cared for? What is taking away your peace? What is causing you to delay? What have I reminded you of many times, but you still avoid? These are the questions that can move you forward. My beloved child, I want you to learn to be faithful in small things. If you do not yet have a big opportunity, be faithful with a small opportunity. If you do not yet have much money, be faithful with how you manage your current money. If you do not yet have the position you desire, do the current position well. If you do not yet have great influence, be kind to those near you. If you do not yet have a life as you imagined, live well the life you have. Do not wait for another day to become the person you can become today, my child. Perhaps you think, when I am successful, I will be disciplined. No, be disciplined right now. When I have a lot of money, I will be generous. No, learn gratitude right now. When I have a family, I will know how to love. No, learn how to love those beside you today. When I have a lot of time, I will pray. No, dedicate a period of time to me right now. The current season is exactly where you are being trained for the next season. My beloved child, I also want you to learn how to rest. You think that if you slow down, others will surpass you, but you are not a machine. I do not want you to be exhausted just to prove that you are moving forward. Sometimes, moving forward means working. Sometimes moving forward means stopping. Sometimes moving forward means saying no. Sometimes moving forward means getting enough sleep. Sometimes moving forward means letting your soul heal. Resting is not a failure. It can be a part of wisdom. My child, if you have run for too long, stop for a moment, not to give up, but to remember why you are running. Are you running because you fear others leaving you far behind? Or are you stepping because you know this is the right thing? Are you trying to prove you have value? Or are you living according to purpose? Are you seeking validation? Or are you seeking peace? My beloved child, I want you to step out of the cage of comparison. No need to prove. No need to chase. No need to pretend to be successful. If today you do not have what others have, continue to live well. If you are starting over, start with courage. If you have been going slowly, keep going. Slower does not mean lower. My child, something very beautiful happens when you stop comparing. You begin to realize how much you have been equipped with. You see your skills, see your experience, see the scars that have become wisdom, see the failures that taught you how to stand up, see the seasons of loneliness that brought you closer to me, and you begin to understand, perhaps I am not slow. Perhaps I am being prepared in my own way. My beloved child, I want you to keep hope, but hope does not mean you sit still and wait for everything to change on its own. Hope makes you continue to sow, continue to learn, continue to pray, continue to work, continue to love, continue to step. Hope is the reason you haven't given up. My child, if today you feel you are standing still, ask, what can I do today to prepare for tomorrow? It could just be a small thing, a page of a book, an hour of study, a phone call, a plan, a prayer session, a saving, a conversation, a habit. Do not despise the small things. My beloved child, every new season needs a foundation, and the current season might be exactly where you are building that foundation. You haven't seen the house yet, but you are laying each stone. You haven't seen the harvest yet, but you are sowing. You do not know which door will open, but you are preparing. Do not give up just because you haven't seen results. My child, one day you might look back and realize that the years you thought were slow were the years I made you stronger. Not because I want you to hurt, but because I want you to have depth. Not because I want you to stand still, but because I want you to go in the right direction. Not because I forget you, but because I want you to learn to trust my beloved child. Pray, Lord, please help me not to waste the current season. If I am waiting, please teach me to prepare. If I am learning, please give me patience. If I am slow, please do not let me despair. And if I am being prepared by you, please give me enough faith to believe that what no one sees today still has value. I hear that prayer, my child. Keep going. No need to run. No need to compare. No need to prove. Just need to be faithful. And when the new season comes, you will not only be glad because the door opened, you will be grateful because I used the waiting season to prepare you. My beloved child, you are not left behind. You are being formed. You are being trained. You are growing, and even though today you haven't seen results, I am still working in you. Stay with me. In the next part, I want to show you a Bible story about people who thought they were waiting too long, but in that very waiting, they learned what could not be learned anywhere else. My beloved child, I want you to remember Joseph, not so you think your journey must be exactly like his, but so you understand a very important thing. There are seasons you think you are being slowed down, but actually you are being prepared. Joseph once had a dream. He saw a future he couldn't fully understand yet, but from that dream to the day he saw its meaning was a very long journey. He was betrayed by his brothers, sold, taken to a strange place, falsely accused, imprisoned. If Joseph only looked at his immediate circumstances, he might think, I am being left behind. My child, perhaps you have also thought like that. Others move forward while you are still waiting. Others have opportunities while you are trying. Others see achievements while you only see long days without answers. But Joseph's story reminds you that a period of time without clear results does not mean there is no growth. My beloved child, Joseph did not know how long he would have to be in prison. He did not know when the future would change. He did not know what the things happening meant, but he remained faithful where he stood. That is what I want you to learn. You do not need to know the entire future to do well today. If today you have a job, do it with faithfulness. If today you are learning, learn. If today you are looking for work, prepare. If today you are rebuilding your life, continue. Do not wait for a clear future to live. Right in the present, my child. Joseph might have viewed his years as stolen years, but over time he became a person capable of managing, leading, and serving others. What he learned in the days no one saw became crucial for the days many people saw. My beloved child, that is what I want you to understand about your season. Perhaps today no one sees you learning. No one sees the nights you try. No one knows how many times you had to start over. No one applauds, but I see what is being formed in you. My child, remember David. Before he was known, he was in the field. He tended sheep. He did ordinary jobs. No crowds, no fame, no things to make others pay attention, but right in those silent days, he learned to take responsibility, protect what was entrusted to him, and face difficult things. The silent season is not always a meaningless season, my beloved child. Perhaps you are in such a field. You do ordinary work. You learn ordinary things. You live days without anything spectacular. But perhaps I am building something inside you that you will need in the future. Patience, faithfulness, self-control, the ability to take responsibility, a deeper faith, a heart not easily swayed by the validation of others. My child, do not despise the ordinary. Perhaps you are praying for a new season, but I am using the current season to prepare you. If you do not have much money yet, learn to manage a little. If you do not have many responsibilities yet, be faithful with your current responsibilities. If you do not have influence yet, learn how to serve without needing recognition. If you do not have a big opportunity yet, do small opportunities well. Faithfulness in small things can prepare you for larger things. My beloved child, Joseph's story also teaches you that waiting does not mean you must know exactly when the new season will arrive. Perhaps, he thought, when will this end? But he continued to live. You are the same. Do not ask every day, when will I overcome? When will I equal others? When will I succeed? Ask, what can I do well today? That is the question of a peaceful heart. My child, I also want you to remember Abraham. He had to wait. There are promises that need time. Humans usually want immediate results, but there are things that cannot be rushed. My beloved child, do not let waiting make you lose faith. Do not let years without clear results make you think you have no future. You do not know the whole story. Therefore, do not conclude too early. A slow chapter does not mean a failed book. A quiet season does not mean I am not working. A year without reaching a goal does not mean you have failed in life. My child, perhaps today you are not where you want to be. But ask, are you better than yesterday? Are you learning? Are you growing? Are you closer to me? Do you know what is truly important? If yes, you are moving forward, my beloved child. Do not only measure progress by the things others can see. There are victories no one knows. A day you no longer hate yourself. A day you know how to say no. A day you stop comparing. A day you sleep more peacefully. A day you pray instead of panicking. A day you continue despite not seeing results. Those are all progress. My child, if you are in a slow season, say, Lord, please help me not waste this season. Please let me learn what I need to learn, build what I need to build, and be faithful with what is in my hands. Do not pray just for this season to end. Pray so you grow in this season. My beloved child, one day you may look back and understand that the days you thought were slow were the days I made your roots deeper. The days no one saw were the days I was preparing you. The days you did not understand were the days you learned to trust. You are not left behind. You are being prepared. My child, keep stepping forward. No need to run after others. No need to prove. No need to panic. Just need to be faithful. Because the important thing is not that you arrive faster than everyone else. The important thing is that you go in the right direction. My beloved child, I want to talk to you about a very important choice. Will you continue to compare yourself to others, or will you start being grateful for the journey I have placed uniquely before you? Stay with me. I still haven't finished speaking, my beloved child. Now I want you to make a choice. not a choice about work, not about money, not about someone else, but a choice about how you view yourself. Will you continue looking at others' lives and thinking, I am slow? Or will you start saying, I am walking on my own journey. My child, every time you compare, you are using someone else's story to judge your own story. You see they are successful. You forget what they went through. You see they have more. You forget what you have. You see they are ahead. You forget how far you have come. Do not do that to yourself anymore. My beloved child, I want you to look back. Remember the you of a few years ago. Did that person know the things you know today? Were they as strong as you are today? Did they know how to stand up after failures? Did they know what to let go of? Did they know what is worth keeping? Did they know how to pray in difficult times? If the answer is no, then recognize this: you have matured. You may not have achieved everything, but you are no longer the old person. My child, do not only count the things you do not have, count the things I helped you overcome. The days you thought you couldn't continue. The times you thought everything had ended. The doors that closed, but you still stood up. The tears that fell, but you still stepped forward. You have gone through more than you remember. My beloved child, from today, whenever you see others advancing faster, do not ask, when will I be like them? Ask, what do I need to step today? If you need to learn, learn. If you need to work, work. If you need to rest, rest. If you need to change, change. If you need to pray, pray. If you need to start over, start. No need to do everything in one day. Just one step. My child, do not let comparison cause you to make hasty decisions. Do not take a job just out of fear of being inferior. Do not enter a relationship just out of fear of loneliness. Do not spend money just to prove you are also successful. Do not chase a lifestyle unsuitable for you. Let wisdom guide the way. My beloved child, I want you to learn to be grateful for the current season, not because you must be satisfied with everything, but because gratitude helps you see the things that comparison hides. Be grateful for your current job. Grateful for the people still beside you. Grateful for the strength you have. Grateful for the opportunity to learn. Grateful for the difficult lessons. Grateful even for the unfinished things, because they remind you that the journey is still continuing. My child, perhaps you are still waiting. It's okay. Waiting is not standing still. You can still mature, can still prepare, can still love, can still work, can still build, can still pray. My beloved child, if today you want to choose to trust instead of comparing, say, Lord, please help me stop looking at others to judge myself. Please grant me to be faithful with the journey you placed before me. Let that prayer become a decision. Whenever your heart wants to compare, return to me. Whenever you feel slow, remember, slow does not mean failure. Whenever you feel you are falling behind, remember, you are still moving forward. Whenever you lose hope, remember, your story is not over, my beloved child. I do not need you to run faster than everyone else. I want you to walk with faith. I want you to walk with peace. I want you to walk with hope. I want you to walk with trust. And if today you can only take one step, take it. My child, do not wait until you feel completely ready. Do not wait until everything is certain. Do not wait until everyone else validates it. Do the right thing you know today. Because perhaps one day you will look back and realize you were not slow at all as you once thought. You were just walking on a different path. My beloved child, I am still with you. I have never forgotten you. I have never abandoned you. And what I want you to bring into the final part is this. Do not try to run to catch up with others. Step firmly enough so as not to lose yourself. Stay with me. I still haven't finished speaking. My beloved child, stay with me in these final minutes. I want you to look back at all that we have just gone through. You used to look at others and think you were slow. You used to ask yourself, when will it be my turn? When will I have what they have? Have I missed too much? Am I too late? My child, I want you to put those questions down, not because the things you desire are unimportant, but because your value is not determined by the speed you achieve them. You are not a race. You do not need to win a race that I never asked you to join. My beloved child, others may go faster. Let them go. Others may have things you do not yet have. Bless them. Others may be in a season you very much desire. Do not because of that despise your own season, because I know what you do. Not yet know. I see what you haven't seen. I know what you need to learn. I know the things you need to let go of. I know the things you need to build. And I know how much time you need to become someone who can step into the next season without losing peace. My child, perhaps today you do not yet have everything, but you still have a today. Still have an opportunity to learn, to work, to love, to pray, to start over, to fix something, to let go of something, to take a step. Do not despise the small step. A small step today can become a long road. Tomorrow, my beloved child, I want you to stop saying, I am too late. Say, I still have an opportunity. Stop saying, I am falling behind. Say, I am still moving forward. Stop saying, others have gone further. Say, I will be faithful with my journey, my child. Perhaps you will never know exactly why you must wait longer than someone else. Perhaps you will not understand why a door closes. Perhaps you will not know why an opportunity comes late. But you do not need to understand everything to live in peace. You only need to continue doing your part. Trust, pray, prepare, walk. My beloved child, I do not promise that from tomorrow everything will immediately change. I do not promise that you will achieve everything you desire. But I want you to know, you are not forgotten. I am still with you in this slow season. I am with you when you watch others succeed. I am with you when you have to start over. I am with you when you feel you are not good enough. I am with you when you doubt the future. I am with you in the days you can only advance one small step. Nay, child, if today you are tired from comparing, rest. If you are sad from waiting, pray. If you are afraid for the future, hand that fear to me. If you do not know what to do the right thing in front of you. Do not try to live the entire future in one day. Live today. My beloved child, there will be a day you can look back at this season and understand that it was not meaningless. You will see the things I did in you. Patience, maturity, wisdom, compassion, faith, the ability to stand up, the ability to wait, the ability to be at peace even without an answer. And then you will understand, you were not standing still. You matured in a way that others' eyes could not see. My child, do not wait for success to believe that you are moving forward. Do not wait to have much to know you have value. Do not wait for others' validation to know you are on the right path. Trust right today. If your heart is being touched, say, Lord, I do not want to run after someone else's timing anymore. Please help me trust your timing, be faithful with today's step, and be at peace in my journey. Keep that prayer, my beloved child. I want you to step away from this message, not with the pressure to run faster, but with a lighter heart. You do not need to prove, do not need to rush, do not need to despair. You only need to continue. One step, then another step. My child, tomorrow, when you again see someone seemingly ahead of you, remember, that is their journey, and this is your journey. Do not compare, do not despair, do not give up. Pray, work, learn, love, prepare, and trust. I am still guiding you, my beloved child. Perhaps you haven't arrived where you want to be, but you are still on the way, and today is enough for you to keep stepping. I love you. I am with you. I have never abandoned you. And even though you are going slower than you desire, you are not left behind. You are walking to the rhythm that I am teaching you. Walk in faith, hold on to hope, live in peace. And do not forget, the good thing does not necessarily have to come earliest to become the most meaningful thing. Amen.